Hey career professionals, welcome back to my channel. Amanda Bryan here, your professional career coach and resume writer. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you why I use JobScan.co for all of my clients. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips in regards to JobScan. But before we get started with those tips, make sure you hit that subscribe button that's right below this video. That will give me the opportunity to continue to create free content for you to help you get a new high-paying job here in the YouTube community. Now, so the information that I'm sharing with you is going to be information that I've been able to share with my clients in order to help them get new high-paying jobs as well. And so I'll be sharing with you success stories, things that didn't go so well, recruiter feedback, resume reviews, interviews, and things like that. And so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and hit that bell button so that you will get notified anytime I share a new video here on Wednesdays and Fridays in the YouTube community. So for number 1, if you're having a hard time narrowing down your hard skills, those things that separate you from other candidates that are not so much transferable skills like communication skills, the ability to build up teams and things like that, you want to check out JobScan. And that's one of the reasons why I use JobScan, because it gives you the ability to pull out those hard skills from that job description without you having to search through the job description yourself. Now, of course, you should read through the job description and to figure out if it's something that you're really interested in and also something that you can actually do. And if you have at least 80% of the information on there that you would be interested in doing and you're really passionate about that, go ahead and plug that into JobScan and see how it compares to your resume. I've been doing free resume reviews, and I've been seeing a lot of resumes that are missing the core competency section of their resume. And so in that core competency section, I put that there so that recruiters and hiring managers can see right away what your hard skills are and what separates you from other candidates outside of your significant accomplishments, which I will talk about a little bit later. And so with this section on your resume, you will be able to pull those out in JobScan and swap them out for each job description that you are applying for. Now go over to JobScan.co and you can check out the free scans that they have. And last time I checked, you can do up to, of course I have the paid version, you can do up to 5 free scans before you have to pay, or they refresh your scans every 30 days. Last time I checked, but make sure you do your research first. Now, I do want to point out that you don't have to use JobScan. If you have some experience with resume writing, you've been editing your resume over and over, you know what your top skills are. And so if someone was to ask you, what are some of the things that you're really good at? What are some of the skills that you would bring to a new company? Add those things to your resume, even if JobScan doesn't list them. And so when you plug your resume and job description into JobScan, transfer all of those skills over, you'll narrow down and polish up your resume later on. Just make sure you get all of the content there that you need in order to get your point across to the recruiter. And so another reason why I like JobScan is it lets you know if your resume format is good or not. It lets you know if your margins are too small, because sometimes recruiters and hiring managers will print out your resume. Most of the times they don't, but just in case they do, JobScan will let you know if your resume is too long, if the margins are out of place or too small, if your font is too small or even too large, or if you're even missing information. I get a lot of resumes again for the free resume reviews that are missing contact information at the top of their resume. And so make sure you're including your full name, your credentials behind your name. If you got an associate's or a bachelor's or a master's degree, or if you got a certification, add those credentials behind your name. That will help you stand out from other candidates. Only include your city, state, and zip if you're applying for a civilian position and it's not a federal role. And don't include your full address. Make sure you include a job search specific. You don't want some name that is not your name showing up on your resume. You want to them to be able to identify you when you apply for the job online. If you send them an email, they know exactly who the email came from without even opening the email up. Now, another thing you want to add to the top of your resume, and if you don't have this thing on your resume, you're totally hurting your chances of actually getting that call back, and that's the link to your LinkedIn profile. And so that link to your LinkedIn profile should be linkedin.com/IN/your first and last name. If your first and last name is not available, you can do a combination of things. You can do your first and last name and your industry, your first and last name, or your desired job title. Or you could do linkedin.com/your desired job title. And so try a number of different things in order to choose the one that's perfect for you. You don't want something that's way too long. And so if you're finding this information helpful, I want you to make sure that you smash that subscribe button that's right below this video so that I can create more videos just like it. And also, if you're finding this information helpful, make sure that you apply the information right away. My most successful job seekers or clients and students that are making $100,000 all the way up to $400,000 per year, that's because they took action on their job search. And so make sure if it's something here in the YouTube community that I'm sharing that you have found helpful, make sure that you do apply it to your job search right away. And so tip number 4, the length of your resume. There seems to be a one-page resume rule. I want you to go back and check out my video. My resume is 2 pages. My client Torian asked me, I wanted to know why his resume was more than 1 page, and I shared with you the feedback that I gave him on his resume right there in that video. And so the title of that video is My Resume is 2 pages. Make sure you go check out that video. That will let you know exactly how many pages your resume should be, what information you should remove, what you should have on your resume, and the whole 9 yards. And so make sure you check out that entire video. I'll post the link down in the comments below. Or you can do a quick search over here in my YouTube community by clicking that home button and type in My Resume is 2 pages in the search bar. And so the final thing that I want to share with you here is keep in mind that you don't have to go on your job search by yourself, and that I am here to help you and support you on your career journey. And there are hundreds of other career professionals that are on the same path as yourself that are serious about getting a new high-paying job, and they are over in AB Career Match Insider Circle in my private Facebook community. In this private community, I go in and I answer job search related questions for my clients on demand within 24 to 48 hours. And so if you post a questionnaire, like for example, my client Laura wanted to know, she was fired from her last job. She had an interview the next day, a phone interview. How does she even answer that question? And so I was able to walk her through that step by step right in the private community. And so if you're faced with a similar situation like that, be proactive about your job search, join a community of career professionals on the same path as yourself, and make sure you click that link that's down in the comments below and come over and join us. And I will see you in the next video.